So what's on the agenda for today? A big old honking boulder of Georgia Jasper. This is some of that goldish stuff. It's just a raw boulder of Jasper. And I figured I'd spall it out for you, try to get one big blade if I can out of it, and a whole bunch of really nice spalls. So I'm excited. Anytime I get to work these big pieces is always a privilege. And so I'm excited to be able to do it on film for you and to work this kind of together with you. All right, so a number of things to consider before you get going. Usually the first thing is, what's the highest quality portion of the stone? And very clearly on this piece, it's kind of this region here. And really everything that goes along this face. So I want this to be my main blade, kind of up towards the top cortex area. That means that everything that's kind of not up towards that cortex, I think we can get a really nice blade out of this. Everything that's below, we can go ahead and shoot off, get some nice flakes from, and be able to leave a really nice blade behind. So I haven't really analyzed this before doing what I'm about to do, but I think we'll just go for it. I'm gonna take my tried and true copper hammer I've had for so many years and go ahead and get to town on this big old boulder here. Now, I'm gonna take my time a little bit because I want to make sure I'm making the right hits, doing the right things. But as you can tell, just some beautiful, beautiful stone. So I'm thrilled to be able to work this stuff and get some spalls to make some points from. All right, get this back up here. Let's see. I'm not going to be hitting on the edges, but it's good to kind of have those things dialed back because you never know how fragile an edge could be. And what I'm seeing is that juts out quite a ways. I'm going to go ahead and chip the dip as we talked about in a previous video. Now let's see where we're at here. I think we want to take one here. First here. And here. Pull that one up for you to see. Alright. Throw that down. Here. Take a little peek. I think we'll go here first. Alright. Here next. That one had a little pit in it, but not too bad. Here next. Good spall. Here probably. Okay. Up here at the tip. Further down. Another good one. About here. Fairly good one. Go here. Now clip my leg a little bit. Should be fine. Let's check the old leg. Yeah, leg's fine. And maybe back here on the the old corner here. Now I think what I want to do is try to run the ridge from the base. So you see the thick area here, and I like the idea of trying to get a spall or so off of this ridge here. All right, so that was kind of our setup. A big old isolation flake. Can do it again here. And here we go. All right, so big old flake down the middle into a big old spall. I don't know how big that is, but it's got to be 7 inches or so at least. It covers my whole hand. Pretty good size. Get away from me, ant. Yeah, this side's gonna be better. Let's show. Alright. I think what I want to do is eventually I need to flip this edge. And that's what I'm considering at the moment. Is whether I want to go ahead and do it naturally, and I think I do. I think this is where we'll get probably not huge spalls, but we'll get higher quality spalls from this here. I don't mind if we lose a couple inches here. That around the cortex is just shimmery. I don't want that one to break in two, but I fear it probably will. Which is a shame. Let me see here. I want this one to be a complete one so bad, but I don't think it will be. Yeah, not low enough. That's okay. Grab that back again. And go here. That was a little better. Good little clean flake there. Yeah, I really want to preserve that side, even at the cost of losing some length. That is just such a high quality region there, Jasper. No reason to waste that. So let's get some more flakes off this bottom side here. Marshall, back up. Okay. And had to turn the corner at some point, so. Now again, this is a very wide area here, so not really hurting to have to trim it down a bit, width-wise. Okay. And again, I don't see a reason why I shouldn't go ahead and bevel this and shoot again, because our length is here, not here. Our total length is going to be closer to this area here than this area here by at least 2 or 3 inches. Now, the only problem I have to be careful about is that there is a dip in the stone. You see it there? Cortex dip. And eventually it'll get to that, and I have to be very careful. That was a really good flake there. And honestly, I don't mind. See, we're starting to get to it there. I don't mind having a point in that region as long as it's a really long point. You know, that's already 3 inches wide there. We've got countless balls down here, so I'm already happy. I think that is what I want to do, preserve the length on it. This could be bad here. That was good. Okay. That's where the seam was. But again, the seam isn't infiltrating this back area, but it would on this side. Marshall, come. So that's why I'm taking it off of this face. All right, about time to move down in size of boppers. Again, trying to get rid of this side, especially now that I've seen that there is a massive seam that runs. As motorcycles go by. Busy street I live on here. All right. Got to be careful here for a number of reasons. I'm just going to go with this bopper because it'll be less stressed overall. This could fail on me here. I think good. I'm gonna need to isolate and shoot it back, but it should be fine. Okay. All right. I'm gonna get rid of this hole here. Possibly getting a few spalls along the way. Now you see how deep it was. Gonna push down the other way, but I'd rather isolate it where I can shoot back rather than shoot over, at least at this point. Again, only issue I'm seeing is this big seam. And that is a definite issue I have to be concerned about because it goes fairly deep. Unless we make this our tip, which I'm kind of starting to lean towards. Because that goes deep and that is super thin. Yeah, that's just what you're going to have to do. It's unfortunate, but with the way that ran, it is what it is. Now, still we still have options. I mean, this is a long piece. I like this being the tip, this being the base, but still got plenty of options left to choose from. And plenty of good spalls that can still be taken here. And I mean plenty. The other bopper out wherever it went. I need to be a little careful here. That was a good one. Yeah, we need to switch here. Blew right over, that's good. Diesels on the tip I'm not worried about. We got a really good angle to attack all of those. Still got plenty of good angles here. Still getting spall after spall. Now, how I want to attack this is going to be interesting. I kind of want to go ahead and make a flatter base, lose a little length. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. Lose an inch, I think is worth it in this case, because I'd rather have a thicker base on the majority of the points I want to make. So I think that's an okay concession. And it may end up being 1.5 inches, but it'll be a wider base. And that opens up different point styles that we can really choose from. There we go. There we go. Now we can work it in from the sides, or really whatever way we choose. I still like the idea of thinning out the bottom face, so I'm still thinning from one side. This won't cover the whole gamut, I don't think. No, it did okay. Better than I thought. Now will this cover it? Probably not. It'll probably hinge out here, so I might as well attack this first. And again, this process just continues on and on. But I wanted to maintain this face if I could. So far, we've been able to do just that. Alright, we're about at a decent stopping place. So we get a big old biface. Lay that down. And to those who might push back and say, you've wasted so much. Well, let's see if I mean if I got like one big piece and then sorry, it was gust on the camera, and then only got 1 or 2 of these maybe, but got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I might have to do it like this, guys. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I'm gonna just set that one aside. 17, 19. 19, we'll count it. 20. It's a 5-inch ball. 21. There's a lot of good stuff in there. 22, 23, 24. Oopsies. 25. This is the first one we knocked off. And then probably another 25 flakes like this. I can just pick them up all day long. So probably about 50. 50 total. So could I have slabbed it up and gotten a whole bunch of a certain size? Well, sure. But end of the day, this is not what I wanted to do. I don't enjoy doing that. I don't have a, you know, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 saw to do all that. And I can make, out of that first boulder, out of that first boulder I showed you, I can make 50 points. Like, I'd say that's doing pretty good. And again, I put this one aside because I just wanted to, you know, show you that each one of these, and there may be one or two oddballs that just won't work, but where, yes, I could have done something different, and if you had it, you could have done something different too. But you know what? I mean, that's 50 points. So, I mean, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I hope you enjoyed. I love doing the spalling videos. It's just fun to do. And now I got a whole bunch of rock to play with. Knowing me, I'll jump off to the next big rock. But, you know, this is fun. And eventually I may sell some of the smaller ones, like maybe a little bit smaller than one I was just working. In boxes and such, so be on the lookout for that. But anyways, I got me a, oh, this is 51, you know, we counted, so here's 51. So anyways, I think Marshall's ready to go. Ready to go, Bob? So anyways, no hate to anybody who does slab napping. I you know, if I could cut them up into that thick, that'd be great. You know, I just can't always do it for me. So, nonetheless, thankful for y'all for watching. And I'll see you on the next video. Oh, I missed one. Yeah, it's okay. All right, 52.